If even one of these 6 things sounds like you, stop scrolling, because you are not normal, not broken, not weird, just wired differently than most people around you. Maybe you felt it your whole life, a quiet sense that you process the world a little differently than everyone around you, even if you couldn't always explain why. Today we're breaking down 6 specific signs that you don't think like most people. Stick around for all 6, because number 4 and 6 are the ones almost nobody talks about. Think back to being a kid. You were probably the one who asked too many questions, noticed too many details, or sat quietly while everyone else was loud. That wasn't an accident. Sign 1. You replay conversations long after they're over. Not because something went wrong, but because your brain keeps searching for the meaning underneath the words. Most people finish a conversation and move on immediately. Your brain treats it like unfinished data, something to keep processing until it fully makes sense. Sign 2. You notice the small stuff, a change in someone's tone, a pause that lasted half a second too long. Details most people walk right past. This isn't a party trick. It means you're constantly absorbing information other people never even register, and that takes real mental energy all day, every day. Sign 3. Small talk drains you fast. Weather, weekend plans, surface-level chit-chat. It's not that you're rude, it's that your mind is built for depth, not filler. But give this same person one real conversation about purpose, fear, or what actually matters, and something shifts. The exhaustion disappears, and they come alive. Sign 4. And this is the one people misunderstand most. You need real alone time to function, not because you dislike people, but because your mind runs a lot, even when nothing's happening. For you, solitude isn't avoidance. It's maintenance. It's the only time your mind actually gets quiet enough to process everything it absorbed during the day. Sign 5. You pick up on other people's emotions almost like they're your own. Someone's stressed in the room, and you feel it before they even say a word. This gets mistaken for being too sensitive, but really, it's an unusually high-resolution emotional radar, one that most people simply don't have. Sign 6. The one almost nobody talks about. You question things that everyone else just accepts. Rules, traditions, the way things are done. You need the why, not just the instruction. This is often the sign that causes the most friction, because questioning things makes people around you uncomfortable, even when you're just trying to understand. Here's what ties all 6 signs together. Your brain never fully switches off. It's constantly processing, predicting, and searching for meaning in words, in silence, in patterns everyone else scrolls past. This constant processing takes real energy. By the end of a normal day, you're not tired because the day was hard. You're tired because your mind never stopped working. And because of all this, you've probably gotten good at hiding it, smiling in meetings while your mind runs 5 layers deep, nodding along while quietly reading the whole room. None of this is a flaw to fix. It's an instrument that just needs the right conditions to work well. Quiet depth and people who don't ask you to shrink. Of course, not everyone gets it. People have called you distant, overthinking, too much. Some have taken your need for space or your questions personally. It was never personal, and it was never about them. It was about a mind that simply runs differently, one that needs more depth to feel like it's actually living. If you related to 2, 3, or all 6 of these signs, nothing is wrong with you. There are more people wired this way than you think. Most of them just never talk about it. Normal was never a compliment. It was just an average. The traits that make you feel different are often the exact traits that make you perceptive, empathetic, and hard to fool. Let's recap fast. Replaying conversations, noticing tiny details, draining small talk, needing real alone time, feeling other people's emotions, questioning what everyone else accepts. If most of these felt familiar, That's not a coincidence. So here's what actually helps. First, protect your quiet time, the same way you'd protect any important appointment. It's not optional, it's maintenance. Second, stop shrinking yourself to fit rooms that were never built for you. Find the handful of people who don't need you to explain why you think the way you do. And finally, stop apologizing for it. The depth, the questions, the need for silence, the way you notice everything that's not something broken in you. That's the instrument. You were never the odd one out. You were just built for something deeper than most rooms are ready for. And the right people, the right work, the right life, that's where it finally makes sense. If you related to at least 3 of these 6 signs, let me know in the comments which one hit hardest. And if you want more videos on psychology, behavior, and the quiet things nobody explains, subscribe, because we're just getting started.